Please tell me I'm not the only one crying at work. I'm trying to get it together before I have kids in here.
I can just try to live with passion, supporting unity. I will not change, for anyone won't cave to bigotry. Doesn't want her daughter to see it, but she posts it on social media, and nobody who's genuinely upset sets up a camera, films it, and then posts it.
It's really ridiculous.
As you guys can see here, I'm standing next to Alcatraz Island, which no longer hosts prisoners and is simply a tourist attraction. However, in an effort to be sustainable, reduce, reuse, recycle per se, I'm thinking that we take all men to Alcatraz Island, and they are not allowed to leave until they take a lesson on how to revert their internalized misogyny, and only until they've passed a test that we women decide are they allowed to leave Alcatraz Island. Let me know what you think. I think it could be great.
Oh, all men, even your dad, your brothers, and your loving liberal boyfriend who's probably a
Beta!
So this is my plan for the next 4 years if Donald Trump steps foot in that fucking White House. I'm not going to spend a dime. Those that know me know I love to travel, know that I spend lots of money because I love shopping and I love just buying things for other people and such, and I make a good living, right? With that being said, that is all going to cease because I refuse to put any of my money into Trump's economy. Do you hear what I'm saying to you?
And the first openly transgender 4-star officer to serve across any of the 8 uniformed services.
Just because you won doesn't mean we don't remember who the you voted for. And just please, please don't test your gangster on me, because you will end on a stretcher. So serious. Nobody talk to me unless you want to swing. If you want to fight, text me, call me, whatever.
Shiver my timbers. Shut up, man.
So this terrifying, tough woman who seems to be completely mentally stable as a teacher around kids, and she's had to resign because of this unhinged video. And now she's going on TV, turning on the waterworks and playing the victim.
This is not who I am as a professional or who I am as a teacher. I've devoted my whole life to this, you know, preparing my whole life. I always wanted to be a teacher from the time I was a young child. And, you know, I finally worked my way up to that. And I am well respected, which I appreciate. I love my students. I love their families. I love the people I work with. And, you know, I'm just trying to do what's right now to get my life.
I don't feel sorry for you in the least. You can buy a car. You can buy a house. You have a job. You have the freedom of speech. You have the freedom of wearing whatever clothes you want to wear. It all comes down to the same cry of help. Men don't fucking care about us. That's because you're fucking terrible at picking men.
If these Muppets had no rights, we wouldn't be able to enjoy all their meltdowns on social media. They wouldn't be able to criticise the president. They wouldn't be able to go mental the way they're going mental, or even colour their hair blue, or put them stupid things in their noses.
And women who voted for Trump because of this. I'm cutting my hair. I'm telling you right now.
So if you are taking a rain check and avoiding family dinners or holiday celebrations this year because of this election and the results, you're not alone.
It's so funny watching these Muppets try their hardest to virtue signal and not sound racist, and they end up sounding more racist. And how dumb do you have to be so brainwashed that you end up disowning your family? Muppet.
Good morning. I took yesterday to be angry and miserable, and I also took yesterday to make the decision to block my father, who will still end up seeing this. So, hi, Dad. And yes, I did block him because of who he voted for, because he knows that I am trans. I have my husband who loves and supports me to the ends of the earth. I have my friends who love and support me to the ends of the earth. And I have other family members who love and support me to the ends of the earth.
I doubt it.
And I genuinely do not need anyone else. I cut my mother off until the day she died. And I can and will do that again. Grateful for my ability to do that safely. I cut my mother off until the day she died, and I can and will do that again.
Look at the eyes, man. The lights are on, but nobody's home. I feel bad for the parents. Sometimes you just get unlucky and you create a dumb child who's easily brainwashed.
Donald Trump, do you, pumpkin? I have a great idea. Show up to Thanksgiving with a shaved head and see what happens. You get extra points if you consider yourself a daughter of an American dad.
Hi, this is a series about cutting off your Trumpy family members. Why do you need to be perfect? Why do you need to consider everyone's feelings and make sure everyone is okay in the situation and watch what you say and say it perfectly and say it right, while they get to say whatever? They get to be racist, mean, awful to you, not respect your boundaries. They get to say whatever, do whatever, never consider your feelings. Why do you need to be perfect? And they get to do and say whatever. Does that sound fair to you?
Looks like a completely mentally stable person that you should definitely take advice from.
You're adorable. So you still haven't gotten it yet. It's not just that we're divesting of you socially, we're divesting of you financially as well. See, we know why most of you took down your Trump signs after the election was passed, so that you could hopefully not be identified by us. But we were keeping track the whole time. Not only are we divesting ourselves of you socially, we're divesting of you financially. An economy doesn't work without people actually investing in it. The conversation is over.
This guy looks like Mr. Beast's weirder cousin, except he ain't got shit but free time. We'll call him Mr. Least.
Hardest part that I'm reckoning with right now is that staunch Trump supporters voted for him on the basis of lies and misinformation that was fed to them. The days of respectability politics are out the door. If I hear one more person say, who you vote for is your right and you don't have to tell anybody and it's none of your business, those are not the days we're living in anymore. They don't know what Trump's policies are. They are that misinformed, and that is so frustrating to me. It's all lies. It's all lies, and they voted based on lies, and they refuse to acknowledge it.
Keep telling yourself that, darling.
I will never forgive them. I will never, ever forgive them. I am a social worker, and I work with immigrants and transgendered folks, and today I'm going into work, and I have to look those people in the eye and tell them I do not know. I don't know. I don't know what the future looks like for them, and that's terrifying.
It's terrifying that a Muppet with barely any social intelligence is a social worker.
No, I'm not coming to Thanksgiving. No, I'm not coming to Thanksgiving. No, I'm not coming to Thanksgiving. Why? Because I'm not coming to Thanksgiving. Why? Because I'm not coming to Thanksgiving. You know why.
It's probably the best news her family's heard all week. Best Thanksgiving present she could have given them was not turning up.
Hello, I'm Dr. Peterson. How are you? Well, Donald Trump is a felon. Nope. I asked how you were doing. The majority of Americans can mentally handle election results on both sides of the aisle. However, there's this small, albeit growing, group of, I don't want to say Americans, but people that are just disconnected from reality. Fascist. And honestly, it makes diagnosing these people a whole lot easier. I just check their social media. Gone are the days when you just search your symptoms on WebMD at home by yourself. Now they record their symptoms and post them for the world to see. The haircut is also a dead giveaway. So, what brings you in today? Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's the orange democracy-destroying, Putin-loving dictator. All right, so mental illness. They are completely blind to the fact that their absurd actions and ideologies were a big factor in their party's loss. Let me ask you this. Do you even know what democracy is? Follow-up question. Do you know how Kamala Harris became the nominee? I know you're a deplorable, fascist bigot. Okay, neat. Not even Cardi B could save him. Do you realize what I'm going through? Yep, delusions. I am losing my right to Vote? What? Where are you getting your information? Whoopi Goldberg? Well, what's the remedy, you might be wondering? Well, if you ask me, it's a history lesson in Jesus, but the pharmacy doesn't offer those. I prescribe them a brain, and I send them to trybrain.com for more information. Well, I'll show you. I'm moving to Canada. That'd be great. And I'll be shaving my head. Oh, no. And one last thing, I'm going on a strike. You're lost. Oh, no.
Ooh, that would light his ass up, wouldn't it, babe? Because American dads have never really been given the room to adequately express themselves, it makes them real mad when you do for yourself. Even grumpier when you do things that are outside of what is acceptable to do with your appearance, like shaving your head. Other dad mad options would include getting a tattoo on your face or your neck or even your hands maybe. Ooh, or a facial piercing. That'll really set him off. If you're in my area between now and the 1st of the year and you would like to shave your head before you go home for the holidays, I'll do it for you for free. I love doing shit like that so much. I even want to help you on your dad mad journey, cutie.
You want to bring others down and help them feel as miserable as you are to make yourself feel a little bit better and a little bit less lonely. That's all it is.
Oh, I'm so scared if Trump wins. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh my God. What are you so scared of? Cheap gas and world peace, you dumb motherfucker? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Oh, you're gonna have more money in your bank account. Oh my God. What are we gonna do?
We won't go back! We won't go back! We won't go back! We won't go back! You're flipping me off! We won't go back! We won't go back! Shame!
Shame! Okay.
We wanted someone as funny as Kamala to be our president, so we could have a good laugh every single day.
Oh, Dean, I'm so surprised and shocked that Kamala lost the election. I know, Harry. I guess America's more racist, sexist, xenophobic, homophobic, and transphobic than I thought. Oh my God, you took the words right out of my mouth, Dean.
This is actually spot on. He's talking about these Muppets, aka the Beta Boys.
Beta!
Because his economic policies assisted the Midwest in a huge way due to his corporate tax cuts. And what it allowed, because there was such a huge stranglehold by Democrats, especially in the state, with localization of taxes, especially in industry, it allowed them to get what they needed the most, which was access to capital, and assisted them in expanding. It was extremely helpful, and I'm hoping that he'll start making moves back to similar economic policy.
A lot of these men dodge bullets, but when I see this, I just think that these people have no idea who they're in a relationship with. Did they not talk about their values or political views? Then I remember they're all donuts. Of course they fucking didn't.
Those chicks are so pissed that Trump won, shaving their heads, screaming that they're going to go on a strike. You can't threaten people by taking something away that no one wanted in the first place.
Celibacy the wave, you know what I mean? Anything to reduce the thoughtfulness, you know what I mean? The thoughtfulness, you know what I mean?
Brainwashed, bitchy, bitter, and now bald.
Liberal women losing their ever-loving minds because Trump got elected again. We need to have a little chat, you and I, okay? Stop it. There is no war on women. You can still walk around Target with your $12 Starbucks latte. You can vote, you can drive, you can start a business. Please get some help. You are spoiled compared to many women in other countries around the world. Your party has manipulated you into thinking that your rights would be stripped. So let me give you a perspective shift. Women in Afghanistan have actually had their rights stripped. They can't work, they can't get an education, they can't speak without permission, they are covered from head to toe, they can't drive, they can't pray out loud. Do you know how absolutely ridiculous it looks to be crying about rights while living in the land of the free?
You know how fucking embarrassing it is to women overseas that actually don't have fucking rights? Do you know how embarrassing it is to people who can't grow hair? Do you realize how fucking stupid you look shaving your head because you're throwing a temper tantrum?
Biden, Vice President Kamala Harris, and all the Democrats that are in office, do something. Stop this. You tell us for months what a danger this man is, and now he is proving it to everybody, and you guys are nowhere to be found, and nothing is being done. People are demanding a recount. People are demanding something be done. We stood by you. We did everything you asked us to do. And then you just conceded and disappeared. And now we are all facing the hell that is coming. Nothing that we can see is being done about this. Nothing. You need to do something. Because this is our lives on the line. You want democracy? Fight for it. We're doing what we can. We don't have the power. You do. Fight for it. Fight for us. We deserve it.
Are you done?
Because they don't give a shit about you. Kamala and Joe are probably somewhere laughing and counting their pennies like Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. Joe's trying anyway.
I just received an email of somebody who wants flowers for their Yay Trump Won celebration. And I want to make it perfectly clear. Absolutely, in no way will I support that. In no way. Evidently, this is a past client, a parent of a past couple. He asked me if I'm willing to alienate 50% of the population of potential customers. Yes. Yes, I am. That's how strongly I feel about this. I won't do business with people who support the president-elect. And it is because I need to create a safe place for me, my staff, and my family.
Well, if you go broke, you won't have any safe places, you donut.
This is already the most sad holiday season I think I will ever experience. Solely for the fact I have made the decision for myself and my fiance and our child to skip out on family holidays with my family that voted for Trump. And while I know this is the right decision for myself and my family, I have been depressed the past 10 days. Like, this is truly gut-wrenching. And it's not the fact that they are Republicans. It's the fact that they voted for Donald Trump, knowing who he is and what he is capable of. And I'm mourning the fact that my family are educated white people, and they still voted for him. That makes this even worse.
What do you mean by that?
This, to me, proves that Trump and his MAGA cult are truly brainwashed. And it's sad not knowing if I'll ever get my family back. And to make this even worse, I'm an only child. I have no one to go to. I have no one other than my fiance and my close friends to be like, am I making the right decision? And all of them have said yes. Today we were supposed to go to some of my mom's side of her family for an early Thanksgiving dinner. And I decided to pass on it. And it's sad. It's like, I want to go and I want to have good conversation, but I don't want to feel ostracized because I'm the only person in that room that voted for Kamala Harris. I also just don't want to be around brainwashed, regurgitated rhetoric that I know is not true. And when I try and bring up the facts, I'm shot down and I'm made to feel like, oh, you're young. When you're older, you'll feel differently. Like, no, I'm 26. I have a daughter. I don't want my daughter around these asinine beliefs.
The best way for you to fight back is with your money. You can do the research. You could do this. I've already started. Walmart's not getting a fucking penny from me. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? I went out of my way to go get cash from the bank to go to a local store over here because I'm not playing these games with that motherfucker. I'm not giving his economy shit. You hear what I'm saying? Not a thing. I will hit you with my money. I will hit you there. Hard as can be.
Big hit for Donald Trump and the economy now that Cruella de Vil's no longer spending her money.
It's me, Jimmy Kimmel. I have Jimmy Fallon and Stephen Colbert with me tonight because I don't think I can host the show alone anymore. That's right. I sold out years ago and I'm a coward.
We're here to support our friend Jimmy.
So as you know, Trump. Oh, jeez, Jimmy. It's okay, buddy. I sold out years ago and I'm a coward.
Beta! I just need to say it. We told you so. We told you so. We told you so. We told you so. Just about everything. Everything that's about to happen, we told you so. We were like, hey, it's going to be bad. If he comes back, he's back. It's already getting bad. We told.
Say it with me now.
Beta!
I think it's disgusting that we live in a country where women cannot even go out and jog by themselves without them having to worry like, oh, am I gonna get murdered on this jog? Is there a man in the bushes looking at me like I'm a prey?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh yeah, because that's what most of us men do. We hide in the bushes and we wait for TikTokers to pounce on. The fuck is it?
We're sick of the trans ideology being shoved down our throats, and it's an attack on women and children all over the country.
It's been reported that you said you'd get into a physical altercation with a biological male if you saw them in the bathroom. Would you get into a physical altercation with?
How is that reported? How is that reported? How is that reported?
It's been on social media that was.
So how is that reported?
I'm just wondering if you would get into a physical altercation with.
I shouldn't have to, but I shouldn't have to do that. No woman should have to. Look at all the female athletes that have had to compete against men. You know, there's a volleyball player that has brain damage today because of a biological male spiking a ball into her head. Should any woman have to endure that? So if you're going to ask stupid questions like that, don't advocate for ill men pretending to be women invading our spaces. You're a woman yourself, and you shouldn't accept in your bathrooms.
The blonde lady spitting facts, but I can't lie, I'm a bit disappointed that I can no longer put these bets on, because I was winning big. When a biological man's fighting a woman especially.
Tell him to bring me my money.
This is for President